right, agency Ella Board players, welcome to your first non-built for you space. This is where we're going to have a little bit of fun, if you will, and we are going to walk through the process of how to build out this no umbrella drip campaign. Okay, it's going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to walk you through every step. And that way we have shown you a ton of things already. You have a little bit more familiarity with the platform and you feel a little more comfortable. Now we're going to build something, okay? If you haven't done this already, welcome to the big leagues. It's not that difficult. Here we go. First thing we're going to do is create the group that's going to trigger the automation. So we're going to go to settings. In settings, we're going to click groups. We're going to hit add group on the right side of the page. And we are going to type in no umbrella. And we can put in here auto / and they won't let us do home, auto and home. Right? You can do auto and home. I just personally am like, this is a no umbrella campaign. Obviously, I've got their auto and their home insurance. Okay. So we created that group. First step, done. Hardest part, done. Okay. Next, we're going to go to the tools. We're going to go to SMS drips. We are going to build this straight from here. Okay. First thing we're going to do is hit the plus sign on the right side. This is going to be our settings of our drip. So we are going to name this drip. It's going to be called No Umbrella. We can even put on here bundle if we want to, right? And it's going to be tied to the No Umbrella group that we just created. Okay. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but a little trick that I have as well is you can even create groups from this section. Okay. You can type in here, No Umbrella 2. Oh, look at that nifty button. You can add the group here. I wanted to walk you through the long way so you could see where groups are added from another section in case that button doesn't pull up for any reason, okay? Now, we are not going to skip any leads because we want to get everybody in the No Umbrella group. And future follow-ups, we're going to put this as no. If they respond to this, the drips will stop. Change the throttle rate. I'm going to do 10 every 30 minutes, hit 20 an hour. I want to make sure I get into the office and have some time to settle in before my inbound texts start going out. Also, I don't want to text someone at 8 a.m. I'm barely up and moving at 8 a.m. I mean, by barely up and moving, I'm running kids to school and whatnot. I'm not even ready for an inbound offer to review something, right? So I'm going to do 10 a.m. and I'm also going to change this to 4:30 p.m. because I want to make sure if somebody responds, I'm still in office at 4:30 and I can work on a quote for them. I am going to do no weekends, personal preference, and no holidays, okay? I'm going to hit the check mark, hit submit. My settings are done. It's going to ask me, what's the first message you are going to want to create? What's the interval? Well, I want these going out immediately as soon as they hit the agents, as soon as the list is imported or that group's added. I want it to go out immediately. Now, if you go in the comments below, I am going to drop all of the verbiage that you are going to need for that. I have that here in this spreadsheet. Day 0, I'm going to send out this text message, right? I'm just going to copy and paste it to make our lives easier. It's going to say day 0, hey, it's your name. This should be your agent name, right? You should put your name here, okay? You're going to say, hey, first name, it's your name, your insurance agent. Just want to touch base here at the new year. When was the last time we went over your liability limit? We notice you don't have an umbrella policy with us, but own a home, which puts you into a higher exposure bracket. You got a minute or two to go over a few things. Pretty straightforward. It uses up 6 credits. It is 2 text messages, almost completely 2 text messages. Here's where we're going to have to change. New year. I sent this out at the new year, so I'm going to change this. Just want to touch base here. Just delete that out. Submit it. Not a big deal. Done. That's the first drip we're going to send out. The next drip is going to be day 7 we see. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come back over to my drip, and you're going to be copying this from the YouTube comments section where I'm going to post these. I will post the times, the days. It'll be 0. The next one will be day 7. The next one will be day 12. The next day 20. Okay, these are your clients. We don't want to completely bombard them. Okay, just give them the information. So this one's going to be done at day 7. And we're going to do this at, say, and you can see what time it is here at 6:45 my time. And we are going to come back in here and do, hey, first name. Just wanted to reach out. We didn't hear from you. I'm going to send this out at about 3:45 p.m. on the 7th day, okay? Personal preference, again, you can do what you want. If you notice here, I want to use and get as much bang for my buck as I can. If I'm going to pay for two text messages, I want to use the whole thing, get all the verbiage I can in those 2 text messages if I'm going to pay for it. Or if I'm close to the 1, I'll try and cut down as much as I can to just have the 1 credit. Because I'd rather spend, if I'm going to spend the credits on a text, I want to make sure that I'm using all of my characters for the credits that I'm spending, right? So that one's done. We hit day 7. Now we're going to do a new one. This one's going to be day 12, if you remember. And we're going to do this one at 11:45 a.m. Hit them right before lunch or during lunch. And this will be in your comment section, okay? So don't forget. We're going to hit that here. Add that here. Make sure you change your name here. And you're telling them you don't want to be a pest. We want to go over the account. We have a brief asset exposure questionnaire we go over. A ton of our clients have no clue what their home equity their home equity is exposed in a claim. When do you have time to go over this? Right? Pretty straightforward. New text message. This is going to be day 20, I believe. Yeah, day 20. And it is going to say, first name. You have any time this week to jump on an appointment to review your accounts? Your name, your insurance agent, right? This is pretty straightforward. Day 20. We're going to do this at, let's call it 2:45 p.m. Stagger these out at different time zones or different time frames rather to see if they respond differently or do respond at all at any of those, okay? So now that's done, we have our drip created, pretty straightforward. In order to add our auto no home or our auto home no umbrella list to this campaign, you're gonna need to download that list and you're gonna go through the same steps. You're gonna import these people into customers. They should already be customers, but just FYI, and the no umbrella, right? Pretty straightforward. We're not going to tag them because they're already tagged. They're already tagged auto and home policy. You don't need to tag them. You're going to pick your CSV. And at this point, this should be, something that you're very familiar and comfortable with doing at this point, right? We're just going to pick all the correct slots here, expiration date, and we're going to submit it. We're going to hit append, and this one's important to hit append because we don't want to change any info, just add new groups, hit submit, and off she goes. All right, see you at the next square. Congrats on building your first drip, guys, if it was your first drip, but congrats on building out your first build out square on Agency Elboard. See you soon.